60%. Yes, 60% of all English words contain a silent letter. So if you want good pronunciation, you really need to learn to recognize certain patterns that can help you with spelling and pronouncing these words. There are 14 different silent letters. I'm going to give you the silent letter rules plus lots of practice. Starting with the letter A. A is silent before or after another vowel, like in the words cocoa and head. Say the words after me. Cocoa. Notice the stress is on the first syllable. Cocoa. And head. B can be silent before a T, as in the words debt. Say debt. Doubt. Say doubt. And subtle. Say subtle. The stress is on the first syllable. Subtle. Or after an M, like in the words crumb, limb, and thumb. C is silent after an S, like in the words muscle, scent, scissors. The stress here is on the first syllable. Scissors. D is silent before or after an N, like in the words Wednesday, with the stress on the first syllable. Wednesday. Handsome. Again, with the stress on the first syllable. Handsome. And landscape. And the stress is once again on the first syllable. Landscape. E can be silent at the end of a word, like in the words love. Notice the O is an sound, and humble, with the stress on the first syllable. Humble. And giraffe. Here the stress is on the second syllable. Giraffe. Rhymes with laugh. A fun phrase you might hear is, "You're having a giraffe," instead of saying, "You're having a laugh." G is always silent before H, like in the words daughter, with the stress on the first syllable. Though and way. And before N in these words. Campaign, with the stress on the second syllable. Campaign. Foreign, with the stress on the first syllable. Foreign. And gnome. And if you don't know this word, it's an imaginary creature that is like a tiny old man with a beard and a pointed hat. You can often see small statues of gnomes in some English gardens. H is always silent at the beginning of these words. Only. Air. Honest, with the stress on the first syllable. Honest. And hour. Remember, H is not always silent at the beginning of most words, like hair, head, high, his, her. H can be silent after X, as in exhausting, with the stress on the second syllable. Exhausting. Exhibition. Or watch out with this one. The stress is on the third syllable. Exhibition. And exhilarate, with the main stress on the second syllable. Exhilarate. There is one exception, and that is exhale. To breathe out. Yes, that's a little clue that you say the H in exhale. Say exhale, with the stress on the second syllable. Exhale. H is always silent after G. For example, ghastly, ghost, and ghetto with the stress on the first syllable. Ghetto. This noun means a part of a city in which many poor people or people of a particular race, religion or nationality live separately from everyone else. Don't confuse ghetto with this word that sounds a bit like it. It's gatto, which is a very rich, elaborate cake, especially one with cream in it. Imagine being in a tea shop and asking for a slice of ghetto. H is always silent after R, as in these words. Rhapsody with the stress on the first syllable. Rhapsody. Rhinoceros with the stress on the second syllable. Rhinoceros. And rhyme. And H is always silent after W. For example, whale, wheel, and whirlpool, with the main stress on the first syllable. Whirlpool. K is always silent before N in words like knee, night, no. L is silent before D, as in could, would, should. L can be silent before F, as in behalf, stress on the second syllable, behalf. Calf, half. Be careful with words like wharf, shelf and self. These are pronounced with the L. L is also silent before M, as in the words almond, with the stress on the first syllable. Almond. Calm and palm. N is silent after M, as in the words autumn, with the stress on the first syllable. Autumn. Hymn. Solemn, with the stress on the first syllable. Solemn. P is silent before N, as in pneumatic. Stress on the second syllable. Pneumatic. Pneumonia. Stress on the second syllable. Pneumonia. P is silent before S, as in the words psalm. Psychiatry, with the stress on the second syllable. Psychiatry. Psychic, with the stress on the first syllable. P is silent before T, only in these words. Receipt, with the stress on the second syllable. Receipt. Pterodactyl, with the stress on the third syllable. Pterodactyl. T is silent before ch, as in catch. Stretch and witch. T is also silent after S, as in castle, with the stress on the first syllable. Castle. Christmas, with the stress on the first syllable. Christmas. And listen, again with the stress on the first syllable. Listen. U is silent with other vowels like building, stress on the first syllable. Building. Court. Guess. W is silent before R, as in these words. Wreck. Right. Wrong. And with S or T in these words. Answer, stress on the first syllable. Answer. Sword. To. Phew! Well, I hope this helps. If you have any more, post them in the comments below. Until next time, love and peace.